Introduction to Policy Analysis. Welcome to our session on methods of policy analysis. Today, we'll explore various analytical tools and frameworks that policymakers and analysts use to evaluate and improve public policies. Understanding these methods is crucial for developing effective, evidence-based solutions to societal challenges. Cost-benefit analysis, CBA, fundamentals. Let's begin with cost-benefit analysis, a foundational tool in policy evaluation. CBA involves quantifying all the costs and benefits associated with a policy to determine its overall value. By assigning monetary values to both tangible and intangible factors, analysts can assess whether the benefits outweigh the costs, guiding decision-making processes. Cost-benefit analysis, CBA, application. In practice, CBA is applied across various sectors. For instance, when considering the construction of a new highway, analysts would calculate construction costs, maintenance, environmental impact, and compare these to benefits like reduced travel time and economic development. This comprehensive approach ensures resources are allocated efficiently. Cost-effectiveness analysis, CEA. Overview. Moving on to cost-effectiveness analysis, which is particularly useful when benefits are difficult to monetize. CEA compares the relative costs of different interventions to achieve a specific outcome. For example, in healthcare, it helps determine which treatment provides the best results for the lowest cost, measured in terms like cost per life saved. Cost-effectiveness analysis, CEA, case study. Consider a public health initiative aiming to reduce smoking rates. CEA would evaluate various strategies, like education campaigns, taxation, or nicotine replacement therapies, by comparing their cost to the number of smokers who quit. This analysis helps identify the most efficient approach to achieve the desired health outcomes. Risk and uncertainty analysis, concepts. Policies often operate under conditions of risk and uncertainty. Risk analysis assesses the probability and impact of adverse events, while uncertainty analysis deals with the lack of precise knowledge about variables. Together, they help policymakers anticipate potential challenges and make informed decisions despite incomplete information. Risk and uncertainty analysis, tools. Tools like sensitivity analysis, scenario planning, and Monte Carlo simulations are employed to evaluate risks and uncertainties. These methods allow analysts to test how changes in assumptions affect outcomes, providing a range of possible scenarios and helping to develop robust policies that can withstand various future conditions. SWOT analysis framework. Next, we have the SWOT analysis, a strategic planning tool that identifies strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats related to a policy or organization. This framework helps in understanding internal capabilities and external factors, guiding the development of strategies that leverage strengths and opportunities while mitigating weaknesses and threats. SWOT analysis, application. For example, in evaluating a renewable energy policy, strengths might include technological innovation and public support. Weaknesses could be high initial costs. Opportunities may involve government incentives. And threats might encompass competition from fossil fuels. This analysis informs strategic decisions to enhance policy effectiveness. PESTLE analysis overview. PESTLE analysis examines external factors influencing policies: political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental. This comprehensive approach ensures that policies are developed with a holistic understanding of the broader context, enhancing their relevance and sustainability. PESTLE analysis, case study. Consider implementing a digital education policy. Politically, it requires government support. Economically, funding must be secured. Socially, it should address digital literacy. Technologically, infrastructure must be in place. Legally, data privacy laws apply, and environmentally, energy consumption should be considered. PESTLE ensures all these aspects are evaluated. Comparative policy analysis introduction. Comparative policy analysis involves evaluating policies across different contexts to identify best practices and lessons learned. By comparing approaches in various countries or regions, analysts can understand what works, what doesn't, and why, facilitating the transfer of successful policies to new settings. Comparative policy analysis example. For instance, analyzing healthcare systems in different countries can reveal effective strategies for universal coverage. By studying models from nations with successful outcomes, policymakers can adapt these approaches to fit their own country's unique social, economic, and political context. Scenario planning fundamentals. Scenario planning is a method used to envision and prepare for multiple future possibilities. By developing diverse scenarios based on varying assumptions, policymakers can create flexible strategies that remain effective under different future conditions, enhancing resilience and adaptability. Scenario planning application. In urban planning, scenario planning might involve envisioning futures with different population growth rates, technological advancements, or climate change impacts. By considering these scenarios, planners can design infrastructure and policies that are robust across various potential developments. Multi-criteria decision analysis (MCDA) overview. Multi-criteria decision analysis is used when decisions involve multiple conflicting criteria. MCDA provides a structured approach to evaluate options based on various factors, such as cost, effectiveness, equity, and feasibility, allowing for more balanced and transparent decision-making. MCDA case study. In transportation planning, MCDA can assess different projects by considering factors like cost, environmental impact, and community acceptance. By assigning weights to each criterion, policymakers can rank projects and select the one that best aligns with overall objectives and stakeholder values. Behavioral insights in policy. Introduction. Behavioral insights apply findings from psychology and behavioral economics to policy design. Recognizing that human behavior often deviates from rational models, these insights help in crafting policies that nudge individuals towards beneficial behaviors without restricting freedom of choice. Behavioral insights. Examples. Examples include setting default options for organ donation to increase participation rates or simplifying tax forms to improve compliance. By understanding cognitive biases and decision-making processes, policies can be designed to facilitate better outcomes with minimal intervention. Memo. Evaluation design, RCTs, and quasi-experiments. Evaluating policy effectiveness often involves randomized controlled trials, RCTs, and quasi-experiments. RCTs randomly assign participants to treatment or control groups, providing high internal validity. Quasi-experiments, lacking randomization, use methods like matching or time series analysis to infer causality when RCTs are impractical. Evaluation design, application. In education, RCTs might test the impact of a new teaching method by comparing student outcomes between randomly assigned groups. Quasi-experiments could evaluate policy changes by analyzing performance trends before and after implementation, offering insights into policy effectiveness in real-world settings. Forecasting and simulation tools. Overview. Finally, forecasting and simulation tools help predict future trends and assess potential policy impacts. By modeling complex systems and projecting outcomes under various scenarios, these tools support proactive and informed policymaking, enabling better preparation for future challenges. Forecasting and simulation case study. In public health, simulation models can forecast the spread of diseases under different intervention strategies, aiding in resource allocation and response planning. Similarly, economic models can project the effects of fiscal policies on employment and growth, guiding economic decision-making. Conclusion. In conclusion, mastering these policy analysis methods equips us to develop, evaluate, and refine policies effectively. By applying tools like CBA, CEA, SWOT, PESTLE, MCDA, and incorporating behavioral insights, we can create policies that are evidence-based, context-sensitive, and geared towards achieving desired outcomes.